Back in June 2008, there was an amazing time. At this glorious event, international deaf Catholics convened in Rome for a giant conference. Together, we all entered the Vatican and went to the Basilica of St. Peter. And we gathered in front of the chair of St. Peter where we celebrated Mass together. At that time, I was a seminarian, not yet a priest. And as I was standing there, I noticed at the chair of St. Peter, in all of its glory and magnificence, this amazing, diverse crowd of people and pastoral leaders gathering together to celebrate the missions in the deaf community all over the world. To see this moment and to see this shining connection was a tremendous experience because it showed that we, as deaf Catholics, were building our church and taking on the responsibility as Jesus had built the church on the rock of St. Peter. It is a tremendous responsibility that we were undertaking, but we were doing Jesus' work and following in his footsteps. Sometimes we have doubts of whether or not we as church leaders or we as lay people within the church can help people and meet their needs. But if we look to Jesus as an example and we can see Christ, the Son of God, in each other and people of strong faith, we can trust and follow what Jesus has laid out before us. What Jesus gave to St. Peter, what he said that he would build his church upon his rock, is a tremendous, powerful statement and shows an amazing sign of faith. And that we too can take this upon ourselves to also build a tremendous church upon each other. Pope John Paul II had said, "Do not be afraid." This proclamation we can take to heart and work together to serve all of the people all over the world within our church, regardless of people's abilities or backgrounds or however they may navigate through their lives. We can serve each other. And everyone should have access to faith. People with disabilities should always have access to their faith. We are creating access for our deaf community based on Jesus' amazing work and his amazing faith in St. Peter. Seeing that chair of St. Peter was like seeing the gates of heaven. I was happy to celebrate it then, and I'm happy to celebrate the feast day of the chair of St. Peter today.